Welcome to the Wisdom of Stoicism, where we delve into the wisdom of Stoicism to navigate life's challenges. Today, we're exploring a tough but sometimes necessary decision: cutting all contact with someone. Stay tuned as we uncover the 7 signs that it's time to walk away, guided by Stoic principles. Have you ever felt drained after interacting with someone? Does the thought of meeting a particular person fill you with dread? These could be signs that it's time to consider a Stoic approach to your relationships. Number 1. Constant negativity. Negativity can be like a heavy cloud, looming over our interactions and draining our energy. In Stoicism, we're taught to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. If someone consistently brings negativity into your life, it may be a sign that their presence is beyond your control, and it's time to seek clearer skies. Consider this. Are your conversations filled with complaints, pessimism, and problems that never seem to have a solution? Stoicism doesn't mean we ignore the hardships of life, but it does encourage us to approach them with a constructive mindset. If someone's negativity is preventing you from maintaining a positive outlook, it might be wise to distance yourself. Remember, it's not about avoiding challenges. It's about choosing not to let the negativity of others overshadow your inner peace. As Marcus Aurelius once said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So, if you find yourself weighed down by someone else's constant negativity, consider it a sign to cut ties and protect your serenity. Number 2. Lack of respect. Respect is the foundation upon which all our relationships are built. It's the silent agreement that, despite our differences, we value each other's humanity and dignity. Stoicism teaches us that respect for oneself and others is paramount. If you find that someone consistently disregards your feelings, opinions, or boundaries, it's a sign that they may not hold the respect for you that is necessary for a healthy relationship. Reflect on these questions. Does this person listen when you speak? Or do they dismiss your thoughts? Do they honor your boundaries, or do they repeatedly cross them without concern? Stoicism doesn't mean we accept disrespect in the name of endurance. Rather, it encourages us to have the self-respect to demand proper treatment from others. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "What concerns me is not the way things are, but rather the way people think things are." If someone's lack of respect is altering the way you view yourself, it may be time to consider distancing yourself from their influence. In the end, remember that cutting contact isn't about punishing the other person. It's about protecting your own well-being and maintaining the respect you deserve. As Stoics, we strive to surround ourselves with people who uplift us and contribute positively to our lives. 3. One-sided effort. In any relationship, be it friendship or romance, a balance of effort is essential. Stoicism teaches us the importance of reciprocity and mutual benefit. If you find yourself in a situation where you are the only one making an effort to maintain the relationship, it's a sign that the balance is off. Ask yourself, are you the only one initiating contact or making plans? Do you feel like your efforts are not being reciprocated? Stoicism doesn't advocate for a tit-for-tat mentality, but it does encourage us to seek relationships that are mutually nurturing. According to Stoic philosophy, we should aim to invest our time and energy into relationships that are conducive to our growth and well-being. If a relationship feels one-sided, it may be draining your resources without providing any enrichment in return. This imbalance can lead to resentment and a sense of being undervalued, which are contrary to the Stoic pursuit of inner peace and self-respect. As Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." Therefore, if you're consistently putting in more effort than you're receiving, it might be time to reconsider the value of that relationship in your life. Remember, it's not selfish to seek relationships that are reciprocal. It's a form of self-care and an acknowledgement of your worth. Sometimes the Stoic action is to let go of one-sided relationships and open the door to more balanced and fulfilling connections. Number 4. Impact on mental health. Your mental health is your most valuable asset. Stoicism, a philosophy that has much in common with cognitive behavioral therapy, teaches us the importance of maintaining mental well-being. If someone's presence in your life consistently leads to anxiety, stress, or a general decline in your mental health, it's a sign that the relationship may be toxic. Reflect on these Stoic teachings. Are you able to control the impact this person has on your mental state, or is it beyond your control? Stoicism encourages us to focus on what we can control: our reactions, our thoughts, and our actions. If you find that despite your best efforts, your mental health is negatively affected, it may be time to step back. The Stoics believe that our well-being can be achieved by examining situations that cause us distress and accepting what is beyond our control. If a relationship is causing you distress that you cannot mitigate, it's a strong indication that you should cut ties for the sake of your mental health. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This powerful statement reminds us that we should not allow others to control our emotional well-being. If a relationship is detrimental to your mental health, it's not only wise but necessary to consider distancing yourself from it. In conclusion, prioritize your mental health. If a relationship consistently undermines it, it's one of the clearest signs that you should cut all contact with that person. After all, Stoicism is about developing resilience and inner peace, not enduring unnecessary suffering. Number 5. Manipulative behavior. Manipulative behavior is a serious red flag in any relationship. Stoicism, which has parallels with cognitive behavioral therapy, teaches us to be aware of our reactions and to maintain control over our emotions. If someone in your life is consistently manipulative, trying to control or influence your actions for their own benefit, it's a sign that they're not treating you with the honesty and integrity that Stoicism values. Consider these Stoic insights. Are you being pressured into decisions or actions that don't align with your values? Are you often left feeling confused or guilty after interactions with this person? Stoicism advises us to remain calm and not allow our buttons to be pushed. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Manipulation can take many forms, from subtle emotional coercion to outright deceit. The Stoics believed that living morally and well is preferable to engaging in dishonesty and manipulation. They understood that controlling your emotions, rather than reacting impulsively, is critical to avoiding being manipulated. If you recognize manipulative patterns in someone's behavior towards you, it may be time to consider cutting contact. Stoicism prepares us by training discipline despite difficulty and showing poise during the unpredictable. Specifically, cultivate virtues like self-control, courage, and justice. The daily tests will forge an unshakable character that stands firm when the manipulative and misleading put pressure. In conclusion, if you find yourself the target of manipulative behavior, remember the Stoic lesson. Kindness and strength come from within, and you have the power to choose not to participate in deceitful games. Protecting your integrity may require you to step away from those who would manipulate you. Number 6. Incompatible values. At the heart of every relationship are the values that guide our decisions and behaviors. Stoicism teaches us the importance of living in accordance with nature and embracing the 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, temperance, justice, and courage. When two people's core values are fundamentally misaligned, it can lead to persistent conflict and unhappiness. Reflect on these Stoic principles. Do your values align with the Stoic virtues, or do they clash with the values of the person in question? Are you able to pursue virtue and personal growth within this relationship, or are you being pulled away from your ethical center? Stoicism doesn't demand that everyone around us share our exact values, but it does encourage us to associate with those who help us become better versions of ourselves. Incompatibility in values can manifest in many ways, from differing views on honesty and integrity to conflicting ideas about what constitutes a good life. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes from living a virtuous life, not from external circumstances or the approval of others. If you find that someone's values are not just different, but incompatible with your own, it may be a sign that the relationship is not conducive to your well-being. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." If you're faced with someone whose values oppose your pursuit of a Stoic life, the most fitting response may not be confrontation, but rather to live out your values with even greater conviction. In conclusion, if you find that your values are consistently at odds with someone else's, and this discord is hindering your ability to live a virtuous and fulfilling life, it may be a sign that you should cut contact. Remember, Stoicism is about cultivating inner peace and virtue, and sometimes that means letting go of relationships that stand in the way of that pursuit. Number 7. Lack of trust. Trust is the glue that holds relationships together. In Stoicism, trust is not explicitly discussed as a virtue, but it's implied in the principles of justice and fairness. If you find that you cannot trust someone, whether due to past betrayals or inconsistent behavior, it's a sign that the foundation of your relationship is unstable. Reflect on this Stoic wisdom. Are you able to rely on this person's word, or do you find yourself second-guessing their intentions? Do they keep their promises, or are commitments taken lightly? Stoicism teaches us to be discerning and to place our trust where it is deserved. It also encourages us to accept what we cannot control, which includes the actions and honesty of others. A lack of trust can manifest in constant doubt, worry, and a feeling of insecurity in the relationship. These feelings can disrupt your inner peace, which Stoics strive to maintain. As Seneca said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." If you cannot enjoy the present because trust is lacking, it may be time to consider distancing yourself. In conclusion, if trust is absent in your relationship and efforts to rebuild it have failed, it may be a sign that you should cut contact. Stoicism reminds us that our peace of mind is paramount, and sometimes that means letting go of relationships that cannot be mended. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom applied to modern life. Comment below with your thoughts or experiences, and remember, be kind to yourself and others. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep seeking wisdom in every aspect of life. Farewell.